Hi there, thank you for joining me today. I'm Sandra at artypapercrafters.com, and today is the first of my autumn watch projects where I'm hoping to bring you lovely autumn coloured projects with different coppers and browns and oranges, all the shades of autumn. And of course you've got to start your first one off with some autumn leaves just beginning to fall from the trees now. I made this little box actually for a little chocolate treat that I sent some of my customers, and I sent them that the last month along with other hostess things. And so I'm going to show you how I made this little box with some lovely little hand stamping on the top there. So let's crack on and get a start with that. So first of all, I'm going to start off with my stamping. So let me bring some scratch paper in. And we're going to start off by creating that beautiful little texture on the top of the box there. So I'm using the Timeless Textures stamp set for that, and I've already prepped up 3 of these stamps on my blocks, and we're going to use that. We're using Cherry Cobbler ink today and Calypso Coral, and we're going to start off with this stamp here, and we're going to use the Calypso Coral, I think. Yes, Calypso Coral. So I'm going to stamp off and then stamp on round the outside edge, just keeping it so that it just sits on the edge there. And turning it round. One more on there. Clean it off. And then I've got this little decorative flower, and we're going to stamp that into the Cherry Cobbler ink, and we're going to put that into the 4 corners like that. I think that looks pretty. So we're going to move the inks out of the way because we don't need those anymore. And then I've got this it's like a decorative lattice pattern, and we're going to do a bit of copper embossing. So I've got the new copper emboss powder, and start by running my embossing buddy over Versamark ink into the Versamark and stamp down to the edge. And then you can just about see where it ends, just there. So just try and line it up the best you can. Let's see if I can bring you down a bit closer. Let's see. Right. And the last one. There. Move that out of the way. And then I'm going to turn that over because I don't want my copper emboss to stick to the glue that's on the scratch paper. And I think you can see now that's starting to come alive. So let's get this away. And then I'm going to put my heat tool on. So it's going to get noisy, I'm afraid. Let's start warming that up. Sorry about the noise. You can see that's starting to turn now, a beautiful copper colour. I think that's done now. We're going to put that to one side while we make up the rest of our box. So today I'm using Calypso Coral and a piece of cherry cobbler. All the details will be on my blog. So if you would like to click in the down arrow bar at the end of this video, it will take you over to my project details where you will find all the measurements. So let me just find out. I seem to have, let me see, I just need to find my measurements. Right, I've got my measurements. Right, so we're going to score it on the long side at 7/8 of an inch, 3 3/8 of an inch, 4 4¼ inches, and 6 3/4 inches. Turn it round and score it on the short side at 7/8 of an inch and 4 7/8 of an inch. And that's our scoring done. So we can get rid of the board. And then we're just going to fold and burnish all our score lines as normal. And now we're going to trim up and cut in . Cut in just a little wedge. Seem to have a bit of copper powder on here. Right, so we stick this in the usual way with putting the glue on our little tabs. Just realised I'll just bring you up a bit slightly. That's good. And then we bring the bottom together at each end. And then this one comes up to here. Same on the other side. And my doorbell is going to go, so let me just... Hi, I'm back again. Sorry about that, but I had a delivery from the UPS man. Got quite excited because I thought it was my delivery, but it was for my son. So this is the lid of our box, and we put that together like that. So I'm waiting for a Stampin' Up order to come, and I'm always very excited when I know my parcel's going to arrive. So I was really disappointed when I saw that it was my son's delivery, but never mind, I'm sure mine will be here soon. So that fits together like that and closes down on itself. And then the lid, this piece of cherry cobbler goes on here, and that goes on the top. So let's glue that down onto the box. Like that. And then I stuck this on the lid with some dimensionals. So all of us demonstrators, we call the UPS man Mr. Brown. So we always go on Facebook and say to each other, oh, Mr. Brown's coming today. I'm so excited. Can't wait to get my order. And so, yeah. Right then, so this sits on the top of our box, leaving a little gap around the outside. And so now I have some twine in Calypso Coral, which matches my box. So we're going to wrap that round a couple of times and cut a length off. And then I've already prepped up a couple of leaves. I've used the copper embossing foil for the bottom one, and I've copper embossed a piece of cherry cobbler for that one. What did I do? I was going to show you this copper foil. This is the new copper foil that Stampin' Up has just brought out in their catalogue this year, and I just wanted to quickly show you what that looks like. It really is very pretty for all your projects. So just thought I would quickly share that with you. So we're going to now put our twine through our holes. And then put that one through the back too. So let me get my pokey tool to just push that through. And I've positioned it about the middle. Tie that off and tie it into a nice little bow. Trim the edges neatly. And get rid of the bits. And then what I did was I just got hold of one side of the box and zhuzhed it like that. And I crossed it over because I don't know why, but it just looks better that way on the box. You can see how I did that on here, and it twists at the back like that. So that's what I did with that, and I think that that's a really pretty little box for any treats, whatever you want to put in it. If you're going to like a harvest festival, I think these boxes are just perfect to take little treats in there for a harvest festival supper or something like that. So that's all from me today. As I said, if you want to find the details of my project and the measurements, they'll all be on my blog, and click in the little down arrow button and that'll take you over. So until the next time, it's bye from me. Bye.